We didn't say St. Landry?
I don't think we said St. Landry.
I know that.
That's, we both know that.
Oh,
I didn't catch it. She said, I think you didn't say it, so I'll make sure we say it correctly. At St. Landry is where she works.
She was Miss St. Landry Bank.
That's correct.
I guess 60+ years.
This Friday is the Music and Market Series coming back to town. It's going to be Leon Chavis and the Zydeco Flames, and they're going to be playing some great music. And what vegetable do they have to go with the Zydeco music? Snap beans, Zydeco, the Zydeco Napasole, right? They're also going to have the second annual Trash Art, where they have got all the barrels donated from Artigo Oil that they paint with all the art, all the different schools here in the area. I want to thank Artigo Oil for donating it. And that's what I got over at the Vieux Village, starting from 5:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Music cranks up at 6.
Starting on Thursday today, Festival International is recognized as one of the top events in the United States of America, and I guess the world for that matter, because they bring musicians in from all over the world. And I've never been, but you've been, and you say it's one of the best.
It's one of the best to come. And when my friends want to come to South Louisiana, I almost always tell them, if you can gear it around Festival, it's a great time to come because you can sample the Cajun culture.
And the weather's good at this time of the year.
Oh, exactly. And well, we've brought friends from Australia, from California, from, I mean, around the world to it. So
they're expecting 350,000 tourists to come into the area. Come into the area, not us locals. That's tourists that come in.
And there's a bunch of stages. If you don't like one band, go to the next one. I mean, they got plenty to
Speaking of that, last weekend,
welcome back, KSLO.
The success over at the Washington Catfish Festival was really good.
Excellent.
And of course, you remember they used to have it in April, and they kept getting, well, no, it was in March and kept getting rains. They moved it a little bit, and of course, this past weekend
it was rain on Saturday. A little
well,
while.
Oh, yeah, didn't even damper it. No, didn't even slow down. And so we want to congratulate all the folks who volunteered that time and all the people who came. And talking about attending something, this Mud Fest up in Colfax, Louisiana. It's you can view it on your computer, by the way, and we did view it. We saw some vehicles coming back from there. I'd like to know how many. They say 50,000 attended it over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Well, I can tell you a lot of them came from South Louisiana, and I don't know how they were able to clean those vehicles and four-whelers and pickup trucks that are geared for mud riding. It must be something. You got to have some. I think you must have to have some hot water to clean that red clay, clay dirt. Just anyhow. They had a blast. They were cutting up. They had fun.
This Saturday is going to be
That's what life is all about. You got to work hard, but you also have to play hard.
This Saturday is going to be the Kyrie's A-Bear football camp over at Eunice High School. I know Devery Henderson is going to be participating, Cam Jordan, Chris Ivory, Darren and Sharper, Roman Harper. There's also going to be cheerleading camps. There's going to be dance camps. It's going to be from registration from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. if you haven't already registered, or call 466-6885. Great calls. If you don't have the money, call anyway. They have a certain number of scholarships.
And Mr. Hebert was being interviewed. They talked about him being retired, and he said, well, let's not go that far yet.
Still available till the season starts.
Fine, looking young.
In good shape.
Good condition.
Always
real nice fella, and giving back. This is nothing new to him. He's been doing this. Let's show a few pictures here.
Let's do it.
Last Wednesday, you remember we spoke about the opening of Evangeline Downs, officially opened last Wednesday, and they now have a special program on Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. Each night they have a different program to encourage people to attend Evangeline Down races, and fun. You can visit and be with your friends and all of that. And this picture here, of course, on the left is our longtime friend and Daily World photographer, the best in the world, Freddie Herpin, and Trey Thibodeau, who I think started out washing dishes, and right now he's got one of the top promotional jobs with the casino here in Opelousas, and of course they also own the casino over in the St. Mary Parish. So, and next to him is the director of racing, Steve Darbone, and Julie, that's her name, Julie, and I can't think of you, Zalone. Anyhow, Julie,
Miss Z.
she helps promote programs over at Evangeline Downs. And big crowd. And here is the man at Evangeline Downs, Mr. Mike Howard, and he's the general manager. And you can catch him doing just about every job over there because they work as a team and they do a great job. And had a big Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Some of the biggest betting nights we've had in recent years. The bettors across the world are now able, and Evangeline Downs now has its own program for those of you that sit home, watch the races, and do your online betting. We have our own program, and if you would consider it, it would be appreciated by the horsemen and the track,
you just go to their website and you can find information on how to bet. On
how to bet, and what it is we'll get a higher percentage of the bet than we presently getting through TVG.
Because it'll go direct.
And HR. So
cut out the middleman.
That's correct. It would really help the horsemen. So please consider this. If you need any information, call Trey or Mike or Steve.
There you go. And this is down where in Jennings?
Jennings, Louisiana, and that's Lejeune's Bakery. And that young man right there is better known locally in the area as Hollywood. Good morning, Hollywood. Hope y'all are watching. That you see the big the cooking.
Ovens.
The oven, the big oven.
Got it.
That was built in the 1940s.
Wow.
They had turned it off at about 6:30 that morning. This is last Thursday. And they had turned it off, and this is about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and
still
it was still warm and hot. And Ramp and I are shown with each of delicious French bread that they make fresh daily. They opened in 1884. Is the 5th generation.
Really, same family.
Same family, and now Matt Lejeune is the owner-operated. And on the front, you see the 2 little lights way at the top on that pole? They got a red light and a green light.
Oh, when the lights
all
flash.
Time. When the light is red, then they're out of good fresh French bread. And when the light is green, it's on.
Is ready.
And then, of course, you might want to take, there you go, right here.
Wow.
That's a gingerbread that they make. And it's still pretty soft. And when you're going to put it in the microwave, that's last Thursday. Yeah. And just a wonderful place to visit. And who are we riding with? We're riding with Larry Leger.
Okay.
He took us to that, and he
likes bread. Now that's his thing.
Old-time French bread. Yeah. He's got a special way you cook it at Préjean's restaurant.
Now who's this gentleman you said?
That is the mayor of Jeanneret, Louisiana, Tim DeCluet. And you talk about a fine young man. There's a story. I don't have time to tell the story of. He went to college in Wisconsin State, and graduated. Didn't just go there, he graduated from there. A super young guy, and I'm taking him someplace. I'm not going to tell him where right now, but I'm taking him to a special event taking place in his area real soon.
There you go.
And we, on the way back from that Thursday ride, we like to never got back, Ramp and I. We had dropped Larry off at his place.
I see some bars in the window right there?
Yep, that was the jail that housed the criminals, the drunks and those fighting over in Leonville, Louisiana. Ramp's been wanting me to take a picture of that.
And look, I mean, the bars are still in the window?
Still inside. It was was divided, I guess, one side for the ladies and one side for the men.
Or when you had 2 guys you pick up a fight, you have to keep them separate.
Keep them separate. That's another good thought. And then there's a big store building in the front, and that was the Spire Grocery General Merchandise. They literally handled everything you needed at your house.
Let's kick back to us. We'll get some more photos in the next half hour. I want to hit 1 or 2 more sponsors while we're talking here. Let's talk about the Quarters Casino. If you want to go and get a little gaming done, Quarters Casino is your place to do it. Right north of Opelousas. They've got the great big travel plaza, which is Chevron fuels from diesel to gasoline, easy to get in and out if you're in the nicest car or the biggest 18-wheeler, plenty of room to get around there. They've got crispy, crunchy chicken inside available to you. The store's open 24 hours a day. The gaming section's open 24 hours a day with a lot of great machines that make you lucky. And they've also got El Pico de Gallo, the Mexican authentic cuisine inside, where you can also get margaritas there. I think that it's 2 for 1 with your meal any day of the week. That is the Quarters Casino. And I saw Mr. Pat Willis the other day. He just had knee surgery done, and I ran into him over at the gas station. I want to wish him good morning. He was in a good mood. I said, we just talked you up on this week's show. He says, I hear y'all. He says, y'all do a good job of it. So thank you, Mr. Pat. We appreciate it.
Yeah, I filled up my diesel pick-em-up truck on Monday on the way to Bordelonville. You bet. Tanked it up.
We've also got the big scholarship coming up. Slimco Scholarship. We had a call from Miss Janice in Crowley. She said that I say that scholarship so fast. She said she wasn't sure what I was saying. So I'm going to say it nice and clear so it don't sound like anything bad. Go get a Slimco Scholarship. You can go online to slimco.com to register. If you're a graduating senior or you're already in college in those first 2 years, you're a child of a Slimco customer or you are a Slimco customer yourself, you may be eligible. They're going to give out $22,000 scholarships, and they're going to give them all out of their annual meeting. If you want to give them a call, which is this summer.
In June.
In June. You can give them a call, 896-2520, and you're pretty much at the end right now. The end of April is kind of that cutoff, or May 3rd is the cutoff. So you got to hurry up and get your application in now.
And I might add that that's one of the biggest parties thrown in South Louisiana. Slimco has this event every year for its members, and the people just come out and pass a good time. If I'm not mistaken, the music might start at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Go early.
As soon as they get there, the music is rolling and the fun is there, and then they take care of the annual business.
And the Knights of Columbus gives out the Lilly Family Scholarship. It's a $1,000 scholarship. It's basically your last week. You got till April 30th there as well. Call Ken Thibodeau if you haven't filled it out yet, 942-2736.
Okay, and
40 seconds left.
Yeah, but that's the first half.
First half.
Oh,
first
yeah.
Half. You're going to have plenty of time in the second half.
Did you talk about the music and market?
I talked about the Zydeco's.
Yep. And we talked about that.
We're in good shape.
We got some, right here on the 28th, which is this Saturday, starting at 10 a.m. until at Frank's Downtown, featuring all-day music, live bands, live auction,
fun jumps,
silent auction,
kids.
Everything. It's for the whole family, and it's a fundraiser for Trent Fontenot. He's 15 years old from Opelousas, and he's needing some further treatments.
His mom is Sharon Fontenot, and his dad's the late Joseph Fontenot. So if you could give a hand, $5 entry fee, and you can buy what you want, proceeds go to help them.
Yes, sir.
Folks, we got to go to a break. 3 minutes on TV and radio. We'll see you on the other side of 3.